Hey Star Wars fans, just wanted to do something different here on Taltronics Films. This is the most anticipated, I think, battle pack that of this year and probably for a while. This is a Clone Wars version of Darth Maul. The Darth Maul Returns. I'm trying to get a little bit better. Yeah, so I saw a couple of reviews on this and I was like, wow, I gotta go pick this up. So I went to a couple different Target. As you can see, it's a Target exclusive, only at Target. I went to two different Targets before I found just one on the shelf. Actually, there was two on the shelf and I almost bought both of them. But I figured I'd get the one. I do a lot of eBay stuff too, and I haven't been able to find this figure on eBay for less than $80. Speaking of the Darth Maul, the cyber Darth Maul, although this is the Clone Wars version, I've been looking for the comic pack version, and when they first came out, they're about 34, 35 bucks, and I was gonna get it, and it just I know it was a Comic-Con exclusive, but I never got around to it, and I had this idea of doing this segment on Taltronics Films, and I reached out to a couple guys out on YouTube, Budget Jedi, and check out his display with the Darth Maul, Cyber Darth Maul. It's really cool. Anyways, reached out and wasn't able to find one on eBay for less than $80 for the comic pack. It was just, you know, a little discouraging. So I heard that this comic pack was coming out, and I couldn't wait. We already had the Savage Opress, although we didn't have them with the full armor. We got the first version, and where he doesn't have any armor on, and you could see him in one of our films, in the Galactic Gladiator. Although he does have armor on in our film, it's something custom that we made. So this was like exciting to see. I think I'm not even sure exactly when it came out. It must have come out like just this week or last week or something, because not many people been talking about it, and so when I saw it, I was like, okay, I gotta go find it. So I picked this one up. It's really cheap, and I was surprised on how cheap it was in terms of battle packs. Usually they're, you know, like $22, $24, something like that. This was only $19.99 at Target, which I thought was pretty cool for such a cool figure. I mean, Savage is definitely cool. I love him with the armor. Nightsister, yeah, she's cool. Great to have. Nice figure. I saw some reviews on it. I haven't actually opened it up yet, so I'm just do a real quick review. So it's the Darth Maul, his first appearance in season 4 of the Clone Wars. It's basically their first Clone Wars version of the Cyber Darth Maul, which he looks pretty cool. I've seen some reviews of the comic pack Darth Maul, which I think the character might be a little different. Like, they have most of the same features except for like some of the face and maybe some of the markings. I think most of our articulation and everything is the same. The Nightsister, she's pretty cool. Some people are saying that, you know, it's supposed to be Mother Talzin, but it's actually not her to the detail, the extent of detail as they have her on the Clone Wars. But I thought she was pretty cool. I'm not sure about her dress and everything. It's kind of that rubber thing. I thought they could have did a little bit better sculpt on that. Maybe just like a cloth or something would have probably been a little more appropriate. But all in all, it looks pretty cool. this is the front side. Let's take a look at the back really quick. It's not really my thing to do reviews, although I like, you know, checking them out. I thought this was a really great comic pack to just, you know, review and let folks know it's out. You know, I don't know how many people out there in Star Wars land, YouTube land, even know that this exists yet. So it's really great. Some really great pictures here. Again, it looks like, you know, they're trying to depict Mother Talzin, look like that, you know, the powers that she has, but again, it's not her to the full character. She definitely didn't have the hair, the feathers weren't there. It was something totally different. So you know, in retrospect, I'm not mad at it. It's a nice figure. I'm not sure if she will make it in one of our films, but all in all, it's pretty cool. I can't wait to get this open. I'm gonna stop it now and open the package. All right, we're back. All right, so let's get the quick and dirty done. Savage looks pretty cool. The only thing I noticed about this year's version and last year's version is that there's just a slight discoloration. The older one that we have is a lot yellower. The newer one, he has doesn't have his mouth open, and the horns appear to be a little bit bigger. He's actually a little taller. If you could see that, I don't know. Let's get a little closer. He's actually a little taller. If you put them side by side, it may be just the horns. I don't know. He just kind of looks bigger, but overall, he's kind of a little bulkier character. His face looks a little more muscular. Again, this is kind of like some custom armor that we kind of put together, but let me take this off here. So this guy came with 2 weapons. A little disappointed that they didn't give this Savage Opress a lightsaber, actually, because he had a lightsaber. So just a little disappointed in that. Moving on. Now this was a little disappointing. Although this is like a really cool figure, don't get me wrong. I think you guys should go out and add this to your collection. The articulation on the Darth Maul was a little disappointing. He doesn't have swivel wrists, although he does have elbows and jointed shoulders and ball hinged neck and the whole thing. Just the articulation, there's no swivel waist, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping that he would have a little more articulation. I'm not sure if the comic version has a swivel waist, and it seems like it should. And I don't think it would have took that much more sculpting to actually give him a swivel waist. Really disappointed, guys. Hasbro, we really need to get this together here. And also in his waist or his hips, they are ball jointed. It's really stiff. The knees actually, you know, are ball hinged, and the ankles are, but again, there's no swivel waist, so it gives him a limited mobility. And I'm thinking in terms of, you know, we're gonna put this guy in a film, and there's a really cool. I don't know if anybody's into the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoons from a few years back, not the recent Clone Wars one, but there was a episode where Darth Maul goes to the Lars homestead, and he gets in an altercation with Lars, and Obi-Wan shows up, kicks his ass, and kills him again. And so I had a great idea of actually shooting that whole scene, and I reached out to Budget Jedi because I really liked his display, and we were trying to work something out, and he had given me some ideas, but ultimately I didn't have this guy, and I have everything else to make it happen. Now for a fight scene, you gotta have some swivel in the waist, you know, but I think we'll have to work that out. Anyways, lightsaber is really cool. Comes apart, and it has two separate ones. They're a little short, but I think just in retrospect, compared to a regular lightsaber, let's get this here. It's a little too much light. It's just a little shorter. Let's see if you can see that. Just a little on the short side, but that's fine. Being that you have two, it's totally awesome. I won't totally get into her. I'm not really all that impressed with her. The feathers are a little much. Again, her gown could have been cloth. Her lightsaber's cool. She's got all kind of articulation, and ball jointed everything and hinged everything, swivel this, swivel that. Again, just I think this is going to be a little cumbersome with movement, being that it's not it's cloth. So again, her character is a little stiff. Moving back to Savage Opress, the difference between these two guys is that this guy's kilt is rubber or whatever kind of plastic this is, and this one is actually part of it's rubber and the other part is like a cloth, which I thought was a great improvement. Ultimately, they're pretty much the same in terms of their sculpt, but I noticed that the hands on this version is actually they're a little bit bigger. The older version are a little bit bigger. In the newer version, his hands are a little smaller, which were cool. It was actually hard for him to actually hold this big axe or spear thing that he comes with, but maybe this guy will be able to hold a lightsaber, and I got a bunch of extra lightsabers that I can put together, and if I do use him ever in a film. Not really into Clone Wars stuff per se. Vintage and original trilogy is kind of our thing, and of course making our own versions of those films and recreating scenes is kind of our thing. So anyways, I hope you liked the review. This is our first review. Not really great at the review thing, but I hope you like it. Keep watching Towntronics Films. More to come soon. I got some other cool exclusive vehicles that I've been meaning to do reviews on, being that nobody's done them, and they're kind of rare. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoy. Thanks. Peace.